the interest in the information is going to open our conscious mind to this topic, right? But at
Okay.
the same time, our subconscious would be exposed to the language that is being used to transfer this information.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you, sir?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Very good. And Paradip, right?
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Very good. Very good. And for today, tell me what we were talking about the last time.
Okay. Last time we talking about the basic thing required to change in our thinking process for speaking English.
Very good. Can you tell me a little bit more about what you learned from the
Uh,
other?
I learned from this lesson that's what type of information we as we take a input and that's the same output we produce
Yes.
like
Yes.
a computer. uh, what
Yes.
uh, what we can search in Google, so output is the same.
Yes. Very good. Very good. This concept of input and output is highly related or highly affected or influenced by the quality of the input and the quality of the output. Okay.
Yeah.
So we need to think about the concept of quality. What is your understanding of quality? How do you understand? What do we mean by quality?
We can say the according to the any product according to the standard. We can say we talk about the product. So all fulfill all standards by any product is a quality of product.
Very good. This is a good way to explain the concept of quality. What words do we associate with quality? Usually, we associate some words or we put them with the word quality. We say, for example, or what do we
Okay.
say?
This is a well done, and this is a loose. We can say.
Okay, okay. If I say, for example, let's think of a car. Okay, can you tell me of a good car, a good quality car?
Good quality car.
Mm,
That car have a some space and appears good, appearing is good, and nicely operating system and cost effective as well.
very
This
good.
is
So
the
this is a high quality car. Yeah.
yeah.
What is a low quality or bad quality car?
Bad quality is the problem of one is space. We can oppose it all
Everything is it good?
opposite.
Yes.
Yeah.
So usually we associate the words good and bad with quality. We have good
Okay.
quality and bad quality. Yeah.
Okay.
And when it comes to input and output, it's the same thing. We need to find good quality input so that we have good quality output.
Okay.
Yes. If we have bad quality input, we have bad quality output.
Agreed, completely agree.
Oh,
And sir,
excellent.
how to segregate in we talk about the English speaking. How to segregate the good quality input and bad quality input?
Exactly. This is the question. If this is the solution, then the next question is, where do I find good quality input? Yes. And the
Okay.
answer, there is no perfect answer for this question, because what's good quality for is not good quality for AB. It's what's good
Yeah,
quality for
agreed.
him is not good quality for her. So we need to think, what's good quality for me?
Completely agreed. We can say the good quality in terms of any language is a we can say interest.
Yes, this is the key. The key is
Yeah.
interest. You must be interested in the topic. You must be interested in the information,
Yeah.
not interested in the language. You're interested in the information. So
Information.
have this interest and this, you have to have a need for the information. If you need the information, you will then start looking for ways to get this information. Okay.
Agreed.
So this is the number one key, that it needs to be a topic of interest. So you need to, for you, I don't know what's interesting for Paradip. I know what's interesting for me, but
Yeah.
it's not the same interest for Paradip. So I can't give you general advice and say, oh, read the newspaper or watch the news or read a book. Me, but it's not good for you.
Yeah,
Yep.
agreed, completely agree. But generally, teacher give the this type of suggestion, but these suggestion are not working. We can say properly on the daily routine because particular guys have a particular type of interest, so
Exactly.
they choose accordingly, according
Exactly.
your own interest. Whenever
Yes.
we talk about the interest, be reading any article according to my interest, I focus more on the particular text and any segment, we can say.
Ex- exactly. And it has a lot to do with our minds, because our minds have two states, okay, two ways of being. We have our conscious mind and our subconscious mind, okay.
Agreed.
So the interest in the information is going to open our conscious mind to this topic, right? But at
Okay.
the same time, our subconscious would be exposed to the language that is being used to transfer this information, right? So if I'm reading a topic I'm interested in, right? What are you
Okay.
interested in, Pradip? For example, what topic do you
Uh,
like to read, or do you like to listen to or watch? What topics interest you?
uh, okay. Like I like to interest in some articles related to the farmers.
Okay, so your interest is in farming. I have a very big interest in farming as well. I
Yeah.
love botany and I love this topic. So I need to look for topics and articles and videos and TikTok accounts and social
Okay.
media accounts and media content in this
Okay.
topic, so that I can listen to people, I can read about this topic. And when I'm reading it or I'm listening to it, my conscious mind is open, and equally my subconscious is being exposed to the language used for this process, for this communication.
Agreed. And sir,
So
please, please, sir.
go ahead, go
Please.
ahead.
No, oh, please, sir.
Okay, so what I'm saying in a nutshell basically is that we need to be choosing smart topics. And by what I mean by the topic that works for you, what ignites your interest, is the smart topic for you. That's why there's no general advice, there's no generic one size fits all advice, no.
Agreed.
But one advice that I can give everybody is that you should look for something that works for you. This is advice that will help you in the future to the language in a way that's a bit more useful and a lot more entertaining, targeted for your purpose, for your need.
Agreed, completely agreed, sir. And I have a own experience. Whenever I go any community, they speak English, so my mind are working properly, and I speak English fluently. Uh, I am talking about when I am not practicing English, but that time I can speak English fluently with these guys. But I didn't know how this possible, and
Maybe I can, yeah, I understand what you mean. It depends on the environment. Like here on Cambly, speaking to somebody who's listening to you and evaluating your language and
yeah,
looking for ways to help you, but it's not a real or a natural environment.
yeah,
It's a bit more of a confined environment, or a controlled environment, where when you're speaking to other people, normal natural environment is different. The need and the purpose is different. You're not thinking about, oh, is my pronunciation good, oh, is my grammar good, or my right, no, you're not thinking. What you're thinking about is, how am I going to send my message so that they understand me, how am I going to receive their message so I understand them, and the
yeah.
purpose.
Completely agreed, sir. And one thing I also realized that the one is the environment, and second one is a mm, I forget about it. I think one point, but I forget about it.
That's
So
okay.
please,
That's all right. I mean,
if
so yes, the environment is part of it, but mainly our the purpose behind the communication is different. Over there, it's a
okay.
real purpose.
Yeah. I
Go
have
ahead.
a
Go ahead.
one point is a because in this case I'm talking to you. I have a no option, any other option to speak any other language. So this is
Exactly.
this type of activity increase your inner motivation. We can say because I have no option. How can I talk you any other language because you don't know. I think just like so whenever you try to speak English, you can also think about this type of circumstances. So you can speak English really.
I totally agree with that. Yes, it has a lot to do with our what we call the need. Yeah.
Yeah,
If I ask you, for example, to do something, or if I ask you to help me with something, I have a need for you to do that, right? And communication is a need. We have a need to communicate. So the need to communicate is the main motive behind our attempt to reach out or create a sentence or ask a question or
yeah,
direction or anything. So that need is the same as the need to drink, the need to eat, the need to
mm,
do. We're human beings. This is how we are, right?
yeah,
So that's where the real motive is coming from. So we need to always remember why we're communicating, why we're communicating, and what we're communicating.
yeah. Agreed, completely agreed, sir. And
Mhm.
sir, what suggestion you gave me? We can say gave us whenever any guys think about the learning a new language. So what was the first thing the guys do?
Okay, so my advice for anybody who's trying to learn a foreign language, the first thing that you need to do is to raise your awareness about the concept of language. What is language? And you
Okay,
also have to raise your awareness about the concept of communication and how it works. And
okay,
the third thing that you need to always keep in mind is the process that I'm to follow in the long run when it comes to learning a new language. What am I going to do? There
okay,
needs to be structure in the process. If it's random, it's not thought through, the results are not going to be very good. But if I have a process, if there's a system in place, I know what I'm doing and I know I'm doing it, and it's clear to me where I'm going with this, then the results are going to be much better than just going in and learning words and doing random things in a new language. You need to know and understand between you and yourself what I'm doing and why I'm doing. So that's where I always start with my students. I start with them about discussing what they understand by the term language. What is language? What are the differences between languages?
okay,
Yeah. Um, and how language is used in communication. What is communication?
okay,
What is the purpose of language playing a role in this process? How does my mother tongue affect my ability to understand and to learn a new language is a
yeah,
big issue, right? Because our
agreed,
mind is programmed to decipher and to decode information in a certain system, in a certain language, right?
yeah,
So when I go to learn a new concept or a new system or a new language, I need to decode information in a new way, and I have to find the ability to accept that this new language is different from my mother tongue language, and there are
yeah,
differences, and I need to accept them, and I need to start using them. It's a process. So yeah, I
okay,
think that would be mainly the things that I start with my
yeah,
new students.
I completely agree. And this
Yeah.
is a we can say this is a wonderful tips for us. And thank you very much, sir, for giving a wonderful session for us. And sir,
Thank you.
next session will be done on the public speaking. Thank you very much.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Bye.
So much.